Welcome to TSO's Trophy Tips. I'm here to provide helpful tips and guidance to earn the Platinum Trophy as fast as possible for Code Vein. I'm going to keep this guide spoiler free, and I'll be using my trials and tribulations to aid all you trophy hunters out there by going over all the trophies needed for that shiny Platinum. This guide is a general overview and guidance on how to get each trophy. It will not show you the exact location for each specific item pickup that's needed. There should be plenty of other YouTube videos that will help you with that. I will also be putting timestamps in the description below. Now that the disclaimer is out of the way, let's begin. You will need 3 to 4 playthroughs on a single save file in order to get the Platinum for this game. These additional playthroughs, or New Game Pluses, are needed to view all 4 endings and obtaining all blood codes. All the other trophies can be completed in a single playthrough. This game is pretty easy compared to other Souls-like games, especially if you keep your NPC partner along your side. There is also one missable trophy aspect in this game which is related to getting the true or best ending. That is what I'll be going over first. I recommend going for the true ending on your first run.
I'll be looking forward to
this lets you explore and enjoy every nook and cranny the game has to offer before going into New Game Plus and rushing through subsequent playthroughs. I recommend doing the true, bad, then normal ending in that order. For the first playthrough, you should progress and explore at your own pace. The only thing missable on this initial run is to pick up all vestige fragments related to 4 bosses in the game. These bosses are called successors, and they will have an attendant who looks just like Io standing in front of the boss arena. The first attendant will show up via cutscene, so it will be quite difficult to miss. She will tell you about the importance of restoring the memories of these fragments. So play the game at your own pace until you reach this point in the story. After getting here, there's an additional task to perform before defeating each boss that has an attendant. That task is to collect all vestige fragments and have the attendant restore them. All the related fragments are found somewhere in the zone that the boss is in. The vestiges will be glowing red on the ground as an item pickup. Collect them all and talk to the attendant to have her restore all the vestiges. You will see how many are required for each attendant since they show you the incomplete memories as well. Complete the memory fragments before you defeat each of the 4 successor bosses. Then choose to restore the memory while you are still inside what I'll call the backstory dimension. Make sure you restore the memories and not walk out that big cathedral door like normal. Doing this for all 4 bosses with attendants will unlock the true ending. Here's the important part. There are 2 variations of the true ending, and both are needed to get the Determiner of Fate trophy for viewing all endings. There is a 5th attendant before the final boss that can restore the memory from the Eos vestige. Do not restore Eos. You will want to beat the final boss while restoring only the 4 successors' memories to unlock the incomplete true ending. After watching that ending, you'll be put back into the main menu. Select continue and the game will put you back right before the final boss. This time, backtrack to the attendant and do restore all of Eos' memory before beating the final boss again. Doing this will save you an entire playthrough, letting you get the Platinum with only 3 runs instead of 4. Now you should finish off the rest of the trophies on the save file before going into New Game Plus. You should only be missing 5 trophies in total: the Platinum, the other 2 endings, viewing all endings, and obtaining all blood codes. Now let's go over some of the quick and easy trophies. You will complete some of these without even trying, but here they are anyways. Perform a special drain on an enemy via a parry, launch, or backstab. Give a valuable to an NPC at your home base. Use a communal gift associated with one of the NPC partners. Listen to them talk 50 times while you're exploring, which should be unlocked by the time you reach the second area. Restore a memory with Io at the home base related to each of your allies. Just make sure you grab all the red items on the ground and talk to Io from time to time to restore the memory fragment. Equip every type of weapon and armor. Upgrade a weapon and armor to +10. The last upgrade material needed, tungsten, is farmable at the end of the game. Defeat all bosses. None of the bosses are missable and one of them is optional. The optional boss is located right after the mini-boss in the cathedral area. And finally, restore all mistos in the main portion of the game. The mistos needed for this are only the ones that let you level up and teleport. The red rotten mistos that reveal a part of the map, as well as the mistos located in the depths, are not needed for this trophy. Now that we went over the easy and straightforward trophies, let's go over the slightly more involved ones. There's a trophy for receiving 30 presents from your allies. You get presents at the misto. To get more presents, give your allies valuables you find or buy. Rotating your partner throughout the game also helps. You can farm old world materials from enemies early in the game and turn them into the merchant at the outer crossroads to buy more valuables. One trophy requires you to collect all blood codes, which are this game's version of different classes. This doesn't include the bonus blood codes you get from pre-ordering the game. Getting all the blood codes requires going into New Game Plus, since one blood code is locked behind the true ending, and 4 codes can be obtained while going for the bad ending. Some blood codes are also found in the depths. Speaking of endings, there's a trophy for getting all 4 endings on a single save file. Let's call these True A, True B, Neutral, and Bad endings. I already described how to get both true endings earlier. Getting the other 2 are quite simple. If you restore the memories of 1 to 3 successor bosses, you unlock the neutral ending. If you don't restore the memory to any of the 4 successor bosses, then you get the bad ending.
Catch up with you in a bit.
Not restoring the memories is also how you get the additional 4 blood codes.
Don't worry about me.
Staying on blood codes, there are 3 trophies related to them. One is to learn 150 gifts by spending haze at the misto. Another is to master 50 gifts by equipping them and killing enemies or using the awake items to instantly learn them. The last one is to restore all vestiges. This is done by picking up all the fragments scattered across all zones, including the depths. Use the treasure tracker gift from the survivor class to make them easier to find. You will also need to complete all 12 death maps for another trophy. These maps are found on the floor on the linear pathways connecting different zones. You can also get some maps from NPCs by completing their questline. Most NPCs want you to find items for them or kill a marked target. Just follow the quest objective icon that gets added to your map. There are 4 NPCs that will give you maps as rewards. Shang, the merchant, at the outer crossroads.
What is it? You okay?
Talk to him throughout the game and he will eventually give you 3 maps: the Den of Darkness, Swirling Flood, and Silent White. The self-important Revenant. He is the purple-haired Revenant that you've seen in an earlier cutscene in the Ruined City Center. After you clear that area, go back to the Ruined City Center parking garage to start his quest. He then moves to the dried-up trenches in the decayed ship interior. He'll give you the Cliffs of Rust map. Gustav. He starts in the dried up trenches entrance. You need to collect 3 different documents for him. The documents are located in the Ruined City Center parking garage, Cathedral of the Sacred Blood Outlook Tower, and Ridge of the Fallen Souls observatory site. After giving him the 3 maps, he moves to the Ashen Cavern Accumulator Ruins, where he gives you the Arachnid Grotto map. Richard. He starts in the Hulling Pits, Hills of Deception, then moves to Ridge of Frozen Souls entrance, then Ruined City Underground Natural Cavern, where he gives you the Rocky Ruins map after completing 2 objectives in the cavern depths. Now for the last trophy that will deter all you hunters out there. The dark horse nobody likes, called the Grind. The trophy I haven't mentioned yet is called Exalted Reputation. It requires you to reach a companion rank of 30. How do you get to rank 30, you ask? By obtaining 400 marks of honor. 400 may seem like a lot, and I assure you, it is. There are 2 ways to get these marks. The Gilded Revenant at the end of the game will drop these as rare items. But even equipping the Revenant's Greed does not increase the drop rate too much. The other method is to farm them via multiplayer in the depths. You get a medal every time you kill a boss when summoned to someone else's world, or when you summon another player to your world. The depths are small areas with a simple layout, and each mini-boss in each wing will drop a mark when killed. The fastest and kind of boring farming method is to have other players join your world as you clear the depths. click on the top right icon for a link to a video that shows how I farmed my 400 marks of honor. The most efficient map for me was the Town of Sacrifice. Get comfy because you'll be clearing this level over 100 times. And that's the guide to getting all trophies in Code Vein. I really hope there will be more Code Vein games or spin-offs. The game sprinkles several hints showing that the world is actually connected to another Bandai Namco property, and I would love to see them converging in the future. Some of the DLCs for Code Vein actually involve items from this Bandai Namco property. Thanks for watching. Tiso out.